I don't have any magnum bullets anymore. I have one magnum bullet. Alright, so once I have a magnum bullet, that'll be good. Alright.
You grab it.
Okay.
You grab it.
Okay.
Come on!
Roger.
we go. Venom Fang. Alright, we did it. We did the den, and then that's what we did. Because the den was that damn thing. Okay, now we get the Magnum.
Give me your Magnum.
Take this.
Cool. Here.
Thanks, partner.
I need ammo.
Alright, so I'm gonna need both the incendiary grenades.
Give me a grenade.
And I'll use the Magnum first. Hey, what's up? Okay. I think it's a terrible idea because I'm siding with the chick, I guess. I'm siding with Allison right now on this thing. But it's like that's the reason why, because he is yeah. No, you're good. Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah. All I'm saying is that he feels like he's going to lose his wife, and that's he's losing it all over and over and over again. And no matter how much he's like hurting it all, I'm still going to go with, like, you shouldn't have pushed around the girl. You know, she's tiny, she's an alcoholic, but in the same sense, don't put your hands on a woman. Like I don't yeah. I'm just siding with the girl. That's all I do. That's all I'm doing. Immediately, that's my default. Basically, it's until he proves me wrong. Yeah, until he proves. Allison doesn't know knows Krav Maga, but she can't throw anybody a certain amount of feet, basically, especially people at this house. That's the point, is though he could kill her with an instant blow, but he knows Krav Maga, so he knows subtleties. You know, anyone who knows any martial arts knows at least a little bit about pressure points and different ways to hurt people without hurting them. I don't. I really don't. I really don't. Like, I don't. Yeah, I talked to him like 30 minutes, but even still, I can talk to hit women. I can evaluate their situation and know that he knows a certain martial art. So if he knows a certain martial art, then he should know to be able to hurt someone without actually really hurting them or causing bruises. So. I understand that he gets drunk all the time, though. Like, he got drunk literally that night, so. I trust the woman over the man because the woman right now is sober and she's not drinking. And as long as she is in that program, she's going to be sober. So as long as like, yeah. And I said, even still, she wants to be not drunk, basically. And I'm guessing that she's taking the first situational, no matter what she's taking, no matter how she's doing it. She's the one who's sober right now. I'm siding with the one who's sober. So, like, not the one who's bawling out crying because that could just be a situation like he's losing something that he thought he was going to lose, and he's going to keep on feeling that the alligator tears. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. 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 Mm. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. I'm just saying that the person that's grabbing for sobriety is the girl. So that's the reason why I think him. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. I'll try my best. I'll try my best to see through whatever thing he's doing or whatever thing he's not doing. I'll try to see if he's a good guy, and if he's a good guy, then he's a good guy. And even still with that, I'd still never want to have to either talk to Allison and tell Allison about Matt, or talk to Matt and tell Allison about Matt. I've talked to Matt or talk to Matt about Allison. So yeah, I can handle it. Yeah, I can handle it. Seems like a good guy. He seems like he's in distress, basically. But that's the point. Is I don't know what distress he feels, whether he feels anything at all when it comes to people who he thinks fucked his wife or anything like that. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Or I can just tell him to leave, and hopefully he'll leave. But I can also grab him by his arms, and tell him that he needs to walk out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. 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 Mm. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna clear out the garage. I'm gonna clear out the garage in a minute. So yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. Mm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir. All right. Bye. All right, hi. I am going to find out if I have any hand grenades. Do I have? I have a lot of hand grenades. All right. Open it, and she's gonna open it. So. Got it. It's about half of his life. No. Yeah. You're welcome. All right, hi. All right, now we go with the. God damn it, how the fuck did he do that? Stupid bitch. It was a kill shot, though. That's the reason why it happened. Organize. Oh, man. Alright, so. I'm already fucked, dude. That sucks. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can trade out something for something. Alright, there we go. Okay, then I'm ready. Can't believe he stayed in that thing once I freaking. That sucked, dude. That fucking sucked. Motherfucker. I'm so annoyed. I guess it's the AI that works that way, I guess. If ever you're close to killing him, like your partner will get close to you, I guess. So, I think I've gotten over it. The crush. It was a crush. It was definitely a crush. I realized that like I don't need a person to tell me how to feel, and like no matter how cool she is, I kind of want her as my friend. Like she's really cool to hang out with, and yeah, she's really cool to hang out with, and I'm actually kind of pursuing another chick too, so it's not really like that big of a deal. Anyways, it's like just a part of me just lusty, I guess. So that's it. Yeah. So that's the way that works, I guess. For those of you who don't know, who are just watching this, or just watching this episode to see if I had a crush on a friend of mine. It's been a situation. It's been a long. I don't know. It's just. Oh man. Oh man. I don't know. I don't. I just think that I think that she's cool. She's really cool. That's it. Yeah, and even still with all these advances that I keep putting on her, she still wants to be my friend. And that's fun. That's nice. That's nice. So she's a true friend then, I guess. Not that doesn't mean I'm not testing her or anything like that to see if she's a friend. No, she's a good friend. She's a good friend. So like the point is that I had advances toward a girl who I thought maybe could get with me, and then, but I don't know. I just thought for the most part, I was just like taking shots in the dark, I guess, or something like that. I don't think that she likes me like that. Maybe she does. She's not saying anything. But either way, she's gonna be my friend. So I kind of like when she tried to explain, like too, like I kind of like shoved her off. I was just like, no, don't explain. I like you. So, but I'm also trying to get with another chick. She's kind of cool and she hangs out at bars a little bit. But I mean, I met her at a bar, but she like lives next to a bar. That's the reason why she stays at the bar. So that's cool. That's fun. And she actually got us into this mode where we're playing Uno cards. It's really cool, actually. It's really cool that she actually does that. So they actually did that for us. It got us into the Uno, so we're not actually just drinking and then that's it, or like watching movies and that's it. It's just like we're actually doing stuff, and that's fun to do. So. Yeah. Today I'm work between two people who I'm stuck between, not stuck, but in the figuratively stuck between two people. Today I have another person that's this dude that's basically like like has his heart broken and thinks, and his ex-wife or soon to be ex-wife, I guess, stayed over by this house, and then because to basically get away from him, and he did a lot of stuff to try to find her and stuff like that, and now she's in a program for Alcoholics Anonymous, basically, and she's in the program. He's not, so which is the reason why I take her word over his sometimes. No matter if she's manipulative or not, she's trying to get better. He's not, so that's the reason why I kind of made a judgment call, and not leaving any other names in the comments or anything like that, or anything, or no any other names on the screen. I'm just gonna say that, like, both of them need to learn to stop being crazy for each other, you know. And I realized that when my ex-wife, what I was doing was I was crazy for her. I was crazy for her. I was crazy for that touch of skin, or that lusty part, and I if I didn't have that, and if she was literally threatening that, I would get angry, and I wouldn't get violent, but it's just even still, she was still afraid that it might get violent, and I don't know, maybe that excuse was valid, like when we just met, but I never put a hand on her. I never did. I mean, obviously, I put hands on her when we were having sex, but like I didn't hit her. I didn't hit her ever. So like, I don't know why she would feel that way. I don't know how she would feel that way. Maybe she just didn't trust me, and that's the point. Is like, if you don't trust someone not to put hands on you, or not to physically harm you, then why are you with them? Like, and she would never give me an answer. Like, she would never give me an answer to that ever, and it was very she was very torn apart. Like, she was torn apart over me leaving, and I guess she was still looking for me somewhat, I guess. And then she dropped off a couple of clothes of mine in like a one bag, and I guess she threw the rest of them away, or has some other dude, or gave them all away, I guess. Because I was just doing husband work. I was making food. I was folding the clothes. I was doing different stuff, and I didn't get paid to do shit. She treated me exactly like her ex-husband treated her. So that's the basis of the reason why it didn't really work out. So she just wanted somebody to bleed for her, basically. She wanted somebody that she could treat like somebody that she thought was subservient to her, and it was fucked up. It was pretty fucked up, to say the least. She always wanted to have sex with me. Always wanted to have sex with me. Always, all the time. And then I don't know. Just, it really sent me for a loop when she said it wasn't going to work out, and I always wanted her to move, to go somewhere else, to do something else. She had kids, but she was immediately 18. She was indoctrinated into a religion that literally uses children to promote its main stuff, and she didn't think that was fucked up. She didn't think any of that was fucked up. She didn't think the region she lived in and the reason why she was indoctrinated in that religion was because of the region she lived in, and her mom was just trying to okay things that happened to her a long time ago, and yeah, that's the reason why she got into the religion in the first place, and that's the point. It's like I don't know. She just wanted to make it seem like it was fair, like I'm going on a ship or somewhere, and I'm going on a trip, and I am going to survive, and I am not worldly, and that is the reason why me and 143,000 other people are going to be saved, and everyone else will fall to the apocalypse, and that's just absolute bullshit. There's going to be more than 144,000 people, or 144,000 people are not going to just. It's in the billions probably. So, like although I do actually agree with them having to know that there will be an apocalyptic event eventually. Someone will, with money, will try to affect markets in certain different places, and they probably already have. I guess I'm guessing that this is my whole conspiracy theorist sort of thing. I'm guessing that SARS itself was a control experiment, and I'm thinking that SARS itself was a control experiment, and in Japan, wondering how long or how widespread the disease might get. And I'm guessing that SARS-CoV-2 or COVID-19 was the experiment, was the hypothesized experiment, or the true experiment, and then I'm guessing that the reason why it was such an elaborate experiment is China did literally terrible things to try to make sure it got places. They allowed national travel for some reason, and then yeah. But that's the point. Is China was like that to begin with too. Like they didn't allow national travel anyways. It's from Hong Kong to where? No, fuck you. It's a different country. But that's the point. It's like it was probably taken out by somebody that was thinking that it might mutate into something different, and but understandably so. There are so many other diseases that are actually around. They're either covered up in the Antarctic, or they constantly, or they're related to the flu, but they cause certain symptoms like okay, take this for instance. The reason why the zombie virus, or technically the zombie virus, it's so what's the word harmful, is what it does is it attaches itself to the brain stem, and then the brain stem itself is affected. So whatever motor skills you have are affected. You seem drunk. You seem slurring your words or anything like that, and people don't understand what it does to the frontal lobe as it attaches itself to the brainstem. The reason why a lot of people don't understand where the entirety of all diseases really stem from is certain energies. I mean, it may not be just an energy now, but like it was certain energies. Like people have to understand that sound affects cancer. and they have to realize that sound affects cancer, and that's the point. Is like there's a sound that can literally affect cancer and make it not be cancer anymore. Like that's the reason why we have to realize that there are certain sounds that affect viruses. They have to realize that that actually happens, and like we have to get on certain different things that's like, oh, like you go in a machine and then cancer is gone. It's just like no, that's not the machine itself. It's the sound. It's the sound that the machine makes that makes your cancer gone. And it doesn't mean the cancer's not coming back. It just means that whatever cancer that's in your body could be eradicated, technically, or brought back down to 1%, or 0.00001%. Too much to act, too little to actually find cancerous, because there are cancers that live in our body constantly. You have to realize that too. It's like there are certain cancers that live in our body no matter what. There are the reason why is because our liver itself is regenerative. People have to understand that too. It's because there are certain cancers that our liver promotes, and to realize that that's the reason why it's a cancer. It's technically a cancer. Technically, because that's what triggers certain regenerative purposes. And I don't know why they don't study the liver more often. They don't realize how much or how little it moves, and how we ourselves decided that it was that way, and in certain situations, because we constantly punish it. You know why? Because we constantly punish it with certain water, with things, it's constantly being in use. That's the reason why it's regenerative, because of its evolution. And if we use over and over and over and over again our other organs, they would be also regenerative in certain concepts. So if we constantly drink water and then constantly ate food, and then more so than we do now, if we ate bigger pieces, sometimes we'd give our digestive system a harder time to be able to do things. So we'd have a better time regenerating our intestinal tract. And that's the reason why sometimes I eat a little bit more pieces. I don't always chew it all down, because I want my stomach to work in overdrive. So yeah, I don't know. It's just like little things you need to do to help yourself become more regenerative. You know, and I'm finally regenerating my my body a little bit better. My arm and legs and certain different parts of my body, because when I was actually stuck in a place that had bed bugs, I wouldn't regenerate. My body would take weeks and weeks and weeks to heal itself, like almost months to heal itself from one wound, and it's only been 3 days, and this wound is already gone. So that's the reason why but that's it. Yeah, that's the reason why. I just felt like there's so many more viruses out there that we need to actually get in gear for. And I guess COVID-19 was like, in technical terms, a wake up call towards everyone who believes that COVID-19 doesn't exist. You can say COVID-19 doesn't exist and all those other different things, and it's employed by the government. It's just like, no, it's not. It's really not. Like, it's really not. It's really not. You can say it is, but it's not. It's really not. Like, it's really fucked up. And it's even more important than actual, like, equal rights. It's even more important than that. It's important as everyone washing their hands when they leave the bathroom. It's more important than that. It's more important than most people breathing. Of course, most people. I assume that people would also understand that. Like, the reason why some people became so prevalent in everyone's society and psychological wantings is because they become celebrity. And in order for them to become celebrity, they have to become canon. and when they become canon, you just use them for no reason, and they're like Obamacare and all those other different things like that. She's like, I'm not saying that Obamacare was bad. I'm just saying they shouldn't have named it Obamacare. No way, because that's the point. Is like you want to say that you want the presidents and everything to live on and remembrance and everything like that, but you don't know what I was going to viewer. If you would like to message me, you can. I'm talking about the COVID-19 virus and how it was just the literal tip of the iceberg as far as viruses go that are probably going to be in our way as far as everything goes. So, and that's why he left. But so yeah, it's a known fact that there are certain viruses like hiding out in Antarctica and certain lakes and certain places that have literally never gotten to us because of the ice itself. And that's what I'm more worried about, other than flooding, like, because it's not really going to flood. People are going to be like, oh my god, it's so crazy, it's going to flood. And it's like, no, there's underwater caves in Antarctica, a lot of them. And there are kilometers and miles and miles and miles and miles and miles of underground caves that all the water that literally is expanded out. I don't know what the fuck anyone understands as far as like ice expanding as it goes out. Okay? As it freezes, it expands. The molecules are expanded. They're like, if you were to take into account the fact that 300 feet of ice was there, and then also 300 feet of ice is literally half itself. It's half. It's half. If not literally 1/8 of the amount of water that it actually takes to be that. 1/8. 1/8 of 300 feet. That's like 50 feet. 50 feet of water. Literally. That's it. It expands. It's ice. It expands. When it turns into water, it literally goes back down to like almost 1/8 of its actual existence. Those are the molecules in there. Everyone's just like, oh my god, it's going to get warm and warmer and warmer. It's like, it has a lot more to do with irradiated materials that are actually irradiated materials that people actually haven't found most of the time. But we still don't understand how. We only understand about 5% of our actual freaking oceans and shit. So literally, like, you don't know. You don't know. You say you know, but you don't. It's like, but the ice is gonna go back in the water. And it's just like, okay, I'm gonna tell you something. One thing, okay. I'm gonna tell you something. Two things actually. Two things are, okay. When water has just water in it, what is the water? What does the water do? What does the water do? What does water do? You put it in the freezer, it expands. What does it expand to? And also permafrost around the cup, around the actual cup, which is really weird, right? And also, why the fuck would you want it to be colder anyways? Why does everyone want it to be colder? It's dumb. People die because of it being cold. Permafrost, black ice, all of that shit. It's fucked. All of it. It sucks. It sucks ass. People die from it all the time. It's more dangerous than hurricanes. It really is, because you can go inside and get away from hurricanes and things like that. Or they got a bunker. You just fortify your house. That's all you do. You put steel rods. Every once in a while, you put cement instead of actual things. You make your house out of bricks, and that's it. That's all. There's not going to be a trampoline that just runs through your house all the time, unless somebody has a trampoline in the next door in your yard. Then you have to realize, oh my God, there might be a trampoline running going on my house. That's it. It's the only thing you really need to worry about. And then tornadoes. Oh my God, they're not even tornadoes sometimes. They don't even actually go on land. They're more cyclones than actually tornadoes. So the tornado watch is in effect, and it's like, yeah, for like most bodies of water, like that's where they actually even churn up. like most tornadoes. Like, and you're just like, oh my god, but what about Tornado Alley? And she's like, yeah, because there's a whole huge valley where a river used to be. You know, they evolve in ditches and little and low points of elevation and everything like that. And it's like, oh, New Orleans is always low point of elevation. And she's like, no, we average about 3 to 5 feet above sea level. That's the entirety of New Orleans. Oh, New Orleans is below sea level. She's like, no. You know what sea level is? You know what sea level is? You know the gravitation of water? Do you know that? Do you know that the further you go downstream in the Mississippi River, the deeper it gets? It's like, but elevation. No. It's called declination, right? Declination, right? And also, if there are other places that, like the Marianas Trench, that actually exist, then what the fuck are we even worrying about global warming for? And also, and you don't even take into account the fact that there's active underwater volcanoes that literally boil water to like a whole bunch of degrees, a lot, all the time. You don't take into account that literally our literal water source is boiling downstairs in the fucking vents and shit. Of like, yeah, it's always boiling. It's always boiling up. It's like there are underwater volcanoes that go fucking insane all the time, and I don't get people. I don't get people, man. They're dumb. But COVID-19 was basically an experiment, so that's what I'm basing it off of. I'm basing it off of the fact that there are rich white dudes and black dudes and other racial dudes that do stupid shit and dumb stuff, while people are like trying to live their lives and be on social media. And everybody's just like, oh my god, I can't believe everybody did this shit. Oh my god, it's white people. No, it's everybody. It's everybody. It's everybody. You know there's still slavery now? Yeah, active slavery happening. There's more slaves than there were back in the old slavery days today than there were back then. It sucks, man. I don't know. I'm on a rant because I just wanted to feel something different, and when I keep talking about my crushes and stuff like that and different stuff. People go through trauma, so I'm always going to take the side of the woman, always, because women didn't have the right to vote until about 50 or 60 years ago. Or 70 years ago, yeah. And it's all about men. Like, it's somehow all about men, I guess. We're not in a society that needs to be judged more than the fact that literally Lebanon had a goddamn I mean regulatory practices, obviously, but a whole building filled with fucking, what's it called? What was that shit? Fucking what, ammonia? You know, fucking insanely. God damn it. Fuck. It's fucking insane. A whole building filled with ammonia. Like, what the fuck? That was a terrorist attack. Or that was a government plot. Like, what the fuck? And it was even more fucked up. Like, What's even more fucked up is people don't even give a shit. Like, people really didn't give a shit that George Floyd was on the ground with a knee to his fucking head. They just used it. They just used it for their fucking t-shirts and their goddamn. They didn't give a shit about him. Nobody gives a shit. Everybody just wants to put it on their phones and say like, "Oh my god, dude, I can't believe I saw it. Oh my god, did you see what happened?" Instead of actually being like, "Dude, you can't do that. Take your knee off of him." Like going up to them and saying, "No, you can't do this shit." And putting their phone fucking down for a second and seeing if they get tased. Because no one's gonna actually put themselves out like that. No one. No one gives a shit. No one cares. I just keep saying it over and over again because I know people care sometimes. But no one gives a shit. That doesn't mean I have to judge, though. So, I'm done. I'm not even gonna play this game anymore. Probably. I'm probably gonna play another game, or get another game, or something like that. I don't know. A game that's easier and doesn't keep killing me off. But take these words to heart, man. Take these words to heart. Like, there are so many times when people could have gave a shit. And Trump's not Hitler. Trump's not the devil. And Obama wasn't that great. Like, he tried to get everybody else to trust Chinese people, but he somehow didn't trust the fact that a hotel room was run by Chinese people or owned by Chinese people, and there was a security risk. Everybody's the fucking same, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be good to yourselves. Love you all. Bye bye.